arrived at day 1 of our 2-week adventure into Egypt, and we have come to Saqqara, and we have just, well, right in front of me is the Step Pyramid, which I believe is the oldest pyramid. Absolutely incredible. This stuff is so much bigger than you ever thought it was in the pictures. It is actually really beautiful under here. I mean, I am literally the height of the, it wasn't built for tall giants like me, for sure. But it's gorgeous. We just went inside the Step Pyramid. So the outside, as far as we can see, like, it's not functional from the outside. This is just like an outside aesthetic. What really the pyramid is it dives right down deep into the earth, so far down in this crazy shaft, and then underneath the pyramid it connects to up to 5 miles of secret tunnels. Like, this thing is insane, but you can't access them obviously because everything really cool shut off. Our tour guide said that 50 tons of crystal, like granite infused crystal infused granite was taken from the bottom of the pyramid, and it was buried elsewhere, which I think was like a cover-up. So this pyramid functioned with 50 tons of crystal. Why? I don't know why.
Underneath the pyramid, in the corridors, they did find a huge amount of shattered pieces of white calcite crystal, the Egyptian alabaster, the famous one. In my opinion, it used to be casing stones for some of the corridors down there, and even some of the chambers down there. And there are a couple of boxes on the 4th level down there that is carved from white calcite or alabaster. We will see some that looks just like it when we visit the Old Kingdom section in the Egyptian Museum. Also, the calcite pieces are reflecting what we know as the ancient advanced lost technology, saw cuts and the tubular drills. And it used to be piled here, 50 tons of it, not few. 50 tons were brought from here, and another 30 tons they got from the so-called southern tomb, the other shaft that you saw the workers working at. So in total, until today, they brought over 80 tons of white calcite crystal that used to be embedded in the bedrock and reflecting much more advanced or sophisticated tools. You're walking here and you're thinking this is a desert, right? I swear, and I don't have to swear, but I've seen this with my own eyes. The white calcite crystal was piled here just like these mounds. 50 tons. And it's underneath us here. They brought the devices and they covered, save a couple of pieces that has the tubular drills. To assure you that this calcite, this 50 tons and more of calcite that was down there in the corridor, was reflecting ancient advanced lost technology. And we used to be able to see this piled up. Now we have only these 2 pieces. Maybe tomorrow we will come and find that they tiled all this place up and we wouldn't be able to see anything. So did you get enough?
They deliberately hid it.
Yes, it's underneath us. Where we will walk, we will see some of the places. It's a way to save it.
Yeah.
Save it somewhere else. Save it somewhere else.
Preserving.
I have to
Save
say
it
it
in a
like that.
museum.
I don't want to say that it's a conspiracy theory and it's a crime.
But it
I
is.
think. No, it isn't.
No, it
You're
isn't.
filming.
No, it
Where am I going after this?
Was this the original outside, or is it like the other pyramids that would have had a cover?
I think this is the original. That's the impression I've been under.
Okay.
Because I'm like, it's because they want to say it's older because it's not as good and they got better. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like the oldest stuff is the best stuff.
Stop for plane. This one looks more wobbly, but
yeah.
actually it's so impressive inside.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Almost
it's
more
like that's
impressive
the whole mystery is there. So yeah, I can't wait for you to see Giza.
So something really freaky happened when we were inside the other pyramid. We went right down underground. But then, interestingly, our tour guide took us into this little corner of this like underground bit, and he was like, "Be quiet, turn off your lights." And then he started to like breathe and hum. And honestly, the vibrations that went on in that room, it was like just with his breath, he could make like chanting. He could make some crazy vibrations. Now, I'm not totally into all of that like woo-woo stuff, but 100% there is something that's going on with these pyramids and like vibrations. And then what was crazy was while we were doing it, then the guard came along and was like, "No, get out," and he kicked us out for our tour guide showing us what these pyramids could actually do. We've come down to the Serapeum, which is this whole tunnel carved into the bedrock underground, which is full of these huge granite, weird square boxes that nobody really knows what they are doing here. Also, nobody knows how the frick they were made. Christopher Dunn, who's kind of a specialist looking into this, he contacted granite specialist workers today to see how could they recreate one of these huge granite blocks. And the answer basically is no. The best that they could do was to make it out of 5 pieces and bolt it together, and it would cost millions of pounds, and the granite, it just wouldn't be able to be formed. Look at the size of them. They're huge. Now, the going story of the official story is that they were used to keep cows in. They were like cow coffins. And the reason for that is because nearby there were some other underground tunnels that had wooden boxes with cows in. So they just put 2 and 2 together and made 7. Now, all of the sarcophagi were busted open, like when modern day history found them, apart from one in like 1800. So they blew it open with dynamite to see what was inside, and guess what was inside? Absolutely nothing was inside.
What do you think about this stuff?
This is insane. It's the size of it.
I want to go down there and stand there because
I
look how
know.
tall that is.
And the precision, I mean, that must be what, taller than 6 foot?
So I'm just debating.
Yeah,
going
that
back
looks.
up.
Looks
I
to
couldn't
be at
really.
least 6
Well,
foot.
I could do it. I could climb down there.
I mean, I could climb down there, but I don't want to get arrested. I bought myself this desert hat and I can totally see why they work. Brilliant. I'm not like squinting all over the place. Right, so here is the bent pyramid, which, if I'm honest, I hadn't heard of before. And it's called the bent pyramid because the angle changes, like the as it gets to the top. It's just in the middle of nowhere. There is absolutely nothing in kind of any direction. It's very flat and it's just nothing and a pyramid, which is just crazy. So if we're going on the theory that pyramids were functional things used for either power stations, water stations, energy stations, something functional, then that means surely you have to look for evidence at every single pyramid to point to that, because they don't the evidence isn't there for them to be tombs, I don't think. And so I'm looking for stuff to kind of point towards a power station or an energy source or something. Okay, everyone focuses on the Great Pyramid at Giza. Let's look at all the other ones up close.
I have seen army athletes that they thought they can do this with their muscles, and they came out like, dying. The best way to do this is to go as slowly as possible. But if you rush, less oxygen, your muscles will become sore. Ask me, the first time I entered this pyramid, I had problem going down the stairs for 3 days. I'm gonna fall on my face because my muscles cramped.
So, Jimmy just pointed out that this place has not been open to the public for at least 20 years because they've been restoring it. So it just opened last year. And interestingly, it took 20 years for modern builders to just restore the pyramid. And apparently it took 20 years for the original builders to make the whole thing. It doesn't make sense. Literally descending. How long did they say this was?
85 meters.
85 meters into the center.
The center of the bent pyramid. That's why they call it the bent pyramid in my opinion. Hey, look,
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely bent right now.
Yeah, because you're bent over when you're inside it.
Yeah, I think this proves that this wasn't meant to be used as an entrance or an exit.
This would be so much better if it was a slide.
Yeah, that's right, with a pool at the bottom.
Slide.
Shoot some
Oh, it was a slide.
This is added by the Minister of Ethics. It was going to be easier to
I
slide
suffer with
down.
claustrophobia.
How can anybody pull you off again?
This is testing me somewhat.
Take your time.
This is exactly like the London Underground. To be fair,
1870.
this is what you do when you go to work.
Working in a coal mine. We're
do-
appreciating it up here.
You're doing downward dog in yoga. It's really good for you.
Yeah, man. Do you feel zenic right now? Do you feel like you're in zen with the world?
Get close.
No, we're halfway.
Just keeps going and going and going.
You try out.
Okay, we're not moving. I'm back underway. I'm back underway.
Imagine the electricity goes up.
That's why we have flashlights.
Oh yeah.
So what?
I
But it
still
wasn't
can't
open
see
to
the
the
water.
outside.
This chapter was for teaching tourists manners.
Fair enough.
So you know how hard it was to build the pyramid.
Fair enough.
I believe it. Oh my god. So we have to come up this way?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we just went down to go up. Oh my god.
They tried to kill the bats here, but they couldn't.
The camera is just picking up what it's like with your eyes.
They didn't use.
Okay, so we went 85 meters into the ground and then we climbed up, I don't know, 10 meters. And now we're climbing up this wooden structure. So this thing is testing all of my phobias of height and claustrophobia. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Oh God, we're quite high up here. Oh God, look. And then we go up here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Currently, literally crawling through these tiny caverns. I'm okay.
Sorry.
I'm okay.
We have to pass each other.
Hi. Oh, I'll sit here then. We have some traffic. Come down.
We have to come down. We cannot be up there. Everybody.
Why?
There's not enough room.
No? What's the problem?
No, we just have to come down because everybody cannot be up there.
Right.
So
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that makes it, no stopping spots here. And
Okay, I'll wait here. I don't want to be squashed in a room with too many people. So, just, chilling on a pyramid, as you do on a Monday morning.
People know that, not just keep coming up.
This is insane.
I hope I don't have a split in my pants.
Well,
I see nothing. I see nothing.
Thank you.
I'm not looking. I'm concentrating on my steps.
look so weird. This is just what's above our head in the tunnels. It just goes up. I'm really hoping this doesn't fall down. But it's fine, they've spent 20 years restoring it, like it should be good, right? Okay, I know, this light is flickering, which is slightly concerning. But, oh wow, look, would you look at that? More stairs. On we go. It smells like fresh wood. Oh my god. There are so many bats. Are you ready for the bats? Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. I think it's gonna be like Jumanji. Jumanji's gonna happen. We are on the inside of the outside. That's insane.
I have to say I'm a little underwhelmed.
Now we got to go all the way back down again. So it turns out the inside of the pyramid is exactly that. How bizarre. How bizarre. I don't want to get pooed on by bats, so I'm going to go back down the caves of death. So we have been given special access to an archaeological dig at Abusir. Now this is not open to the public, and I mean, it hasn't been open to the public for at least 100 years, they said. So yeah, we're going to check it out because I'm feeling pretty VIP. So they said that the whole of this causeway, the kind of slope leading up to the site, originally used to run water down, and you can still see in the floor where the circular, like they said, copper pipes would have run to channel the water all the way down. It's fascinating stuff. Oh wow.
And we tried the different types of stones to see the induction of it, and we found out that the darker color limestone is almost as good as gold in inducting electromagnetic currents. So limestone is very, so if we understand that the structure was built in a way to harness from the natural currents that is running in the ground, then limestone, and especially the one from the same bedrock, would be the best quality to use to run the energy into the entire structure. And then the casing, of course, granite stone hardly lift this energy out, so it used to contain it inside. Nipti here is the symbol of the vulture and the cobra, and they represent unification between north and south.
نبخة أو سيد الإشراقات أو التيجان بعد كده الساح ورع.
Hiba is like when some higher power gives you a gift. So he was giving this gift by Ra. This is what the name would mean.
سخرب نب حكينو عن خجت يعني الحاكم صاحب الاحتفالات أو الابتهالات والدعاء تمام عن جت فليحيى أبدا.
سخرب اللي هو إيه؟
سخرب اللي هو الحاكم.
The ruler. سخرب here this mean the ruler, the one with the many chants or feasts may live and jet forever. And because the hieroglyphs can be read differently, as Professor is saying, this could be translated as Miri Sekhmet, because that scepter has two meanings in the ancient Egyptian civilization. Sekhem, which belongs to Sekhmet, the goddess, and Kherib. So it could be Meri Sekhmet, which means the beloved of Sekhmet. And if we talk about Sekhmet, there is a famous story here. There used to be a part of a wall here that had a figure of a goddess. Her name is Bastet. Bastet is another form of a lioness. Sekhmet is the destructive energy of the sun, the fearsome mother. Bastet is the gentle beams, the warmth of the sun that allows the seeds to start growing. And the inscription from the Old Kingdom was saying Bastet. Usually in the New Kingdom time, Bastet was in a figure of a cat instead of a lioness. But in the Old Kingdom time, it was a lioness. And in the New Kingdom, when they settled here in this place, they closed the shrine and they worshipped that scene as Sekhmet.
We got two.
Compressed air would be better, but
Yeah, we free a can out. That's
Just a perfectly machine-shaped hole in a rock. We're always being watched the whole time with people up there. This is the destruction that we're talking about. Just everywhere is just destroyed. But like everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, we're gonna run away from the group and we're gonna go over here. Oh my god. This is crazy. Look. This is just chilling out here on the floor. Wish I could read it. Wow, that's amazing. But this is huge. And over there, there's like steps. There's steps going up to somewhere that isn't there anymore. So there's a huge pyramid here, turn, more pyramids over there, round.
stay there.
There.
Get some sweet shots here.
Okay.
Make it look like, you're
Jimmy's
recording.
coming in to do the gram work.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that did not break in half in an earthquake, and that's not like some quarry mark. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what was this stuff? I mean, this is what's left of something that was, I don't know. I mean, look at this. And it's interesting, like, so, and why do they choose to keep this off from the public? They could
Yeah.
pay a bunch of money, so that way so few would come see it. Like, why?
So many people. I mean, danger-wise, do you think? But no, they could just rope it off, you know?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Look at this stuff. Like, what? Look how thick this rock is. And it's all like one piece.
And it's just been broken by something.
Yeah.
Something hit it with a force that snapped that like a piece of chalk.
Yeah, like this is. It almost feels like. This is what it would look like in a war zone.
Yeah.
Just dropped a bunch of bombs on it. That's what it looks like. So everything just leveled.
Yeah.
That's a bad
I'm not saying that's what I think happened. I'm just saying that it. I mean, because yeah, look at that stone that he's by. Oh my god.
And look at the lower part, how it's coming out. So this block used to be this big. All this material was removed from here. All the rough part here proves that the stones were constructed roughly and then they were finished on situ. That means there is other tools to be finishing this. And we don't see marks even on the edges here or here that reflects chipping or pounding like what we saw on the boxes of the serapeum. This is a conclusive evidence that this is not the method of the dynastic Egyptians or the pyramid builders, but it's of those who used to recycle. And this is, as we can see, somebody trying to extract a millstone out of the slab of granite that used to be originally one piece.
That's a complete hole.
It's the shadow.
That is. Oh my gosh, you can see.
oh yeah, small brush.
And so there's a little lip there.
Mark saves the day with the small brush.
This is incredible.
So that would be, according to Ben and Yousef, that would be the evidence that had been quarried in more recent times, because that's from wedges. So you get wood,
Okay.
you get wet.
This looks more recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. But so that's the thing. That was quarried, but like the big nature of this random black.
block.
Actually, this is black granite, right? That's not basalt.
Yeah.
So it's like, and look how I spread out everything. So you got a piece here, you got pieces over there. It's like,
Yeah, there's like blocks of granite there,
yeah.
and there, and there.
I wonder if they ever tried to reconstruct what this actually looked like when it was all together.
That sounds like a piece of metal,
Yeah.
but it's rock.
You know, when they harden the steel, it becomes very crystalline in structure. The structure of hardened steel is.
That is incredible. And yeah, you can see the like.
It's actually, I think it's just, it's like a fossilized thing. We'll get to Karnak and you can actually slap one of the end of the obelisks and you put your ear to it and it's like, boom. Right.
I am hitting a piece of massive rock, and it just feels like aluminium. That looks like a big circular saw.
This is how the big the diameter of the wheel would be. It's huge. It'd be huge. And we don't make we don't make them that big. We don't make cutting wheels that big.
Really?
It's very hard. They're super brittle.
Yeah. Exactly.
This right there is really weird. That's like the saw blade was bending as it was going through, maybe. Which
If it's a really big blade, you can imagine it.
It's at least, it would have to be
the
10
diameter.
inches.
This would give you the exterior diameter.
So as the best case argument, I'm talking about from the perspective of someone that buys into a lost technology.
Yeah.
Couldn't you say that the best case for someone that thinks the other way is that either it was far older and more advanced, or the capabilities, if it was, say, the dynastic Egyptians, like they say, that this proves that they had more capabilities than what we were taught.
Essentially, yes, absolutely.
And there you go. No matter how old people want to debate, or no matter how advanced people want to debate, it exceeds what is taught right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're saying
There you
that
go.
this is faster than human hands could spin this.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way that you can. We
So
don't
for
have
each-
saws.
each
We don't
one
have
is one-
saws
Is
that
a
will
measurement. Each
penetrate.
line is a measurement of
We
it
don't
going
have
around
saws that
once.
penetrate this quickly
And
through
it's a
this
freaking
material.
somewhere between 8 and 9 meters.
There are no heat.
They said.
There's no heat
The
marks
saw
like
blade
exactly because you
Yeah,
would think that
8
the amount of
meters
friction,
for the
even
size
with
of
water,
the
is
saw
really-
blade,
it's so hard to get in
and
contact.
the fact
These waves are the things
the
that drive
fact
me
that
crazy. Look at these waves.
they're so close together means they were
That
going
can be also
faster
flipping
than
of the blade,
Yeah.
a little bit like.
that. Is,
Sitting there.
all this time, all I had to do was come and put my foot in, and then we'd work it all out, guys. So the water would have run down there and into this bowl, which is impossibly smooth and circular. So they didn't have the wheel, but they could make perfect circles. But nobody had invented a wheel, right? This is insane. We're not allowed on it or to touch it.